how you doing? Welcome to Kato's Kitchen. I'm your host, Kato Saloyo, and today I'm just going to show you how to make a basic risotto using basil and fresh tomatoes. Risotto first originated in northern Italy, and the term refers to the style of cooking, not the actual rice itself. There's several varieties of rice you can use to make risotto, but you need one with a medium grain and a high starch content. So for this dish, we're going to be using a boreal rice. So why don't we go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to throw on our apron so we don't get messy. And we are going to start cutting up our vegetables. For this, we're going to start off with 2 cloves of garlic. We're going to need some shallots, and we got our tomatoes right here as well. So we go and break those down. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to give these a nice dice. That's plenty good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and head on over to our stove. Now here we have about 4 cups of a good chicken stock. You can make your own, but for these purposes we just picked one up at the store. You're going to add about a tablespoon of butter to your pan, and that's on medium heat. And you're also going to go ahead and put in about a tablespoon of good extra virgin olive oil. And you can just eye that. You're going to want to let that heat up. So your next step is going to be to go ahead and you want to put your shallots into the hot oil and butter. Use that ladle for your stock when you're ready. Now we're going to let these shallots go for about a minute. You don't want them to go that far. Now right behind that you're going to put your garlic into the pan. Garlic, you want to put that in after the fact because it doesn't take very long for garlic to start losing its flavor, and it'll become bitter if you leave it in too long. So you want to get the most out of that. You don't want to expose it to the heat for too long. We're going to go ahead and introduce our rice. A boreal rice, 2 cups, into the pan. Now here's where you're going to want to toast your rice. This is an important step in making a risotto. What you're looking to do here is just go ahead and mix that rice in. The oil and the butter, you just want it to coat the grains. And you want to go ahead and let it go for about a minute. Now here's my favorite part. You want to go ahead and get yourself a nice wine. This here is a nice Fumé Blanc. For those who aren't familiar with that, it's sort of like a Pinot Grigio. It's a nice white wine. And you're going to put about a cup, give or take, into your rice mixture. Should be about good. Just what the doctor ordered. Now go ahead and let that wine absorb into the rice. You want to go ahead and 1 ladle at a time. You're going to go ahead and you're going to pour that chicken stock right over the top of your rice. And ladle by ladle, you're slowly going to introduce this entire 4 cups of chicken stock into the risotto. over here and grab my tomatoes and the basil, and we're gonna go right in with those. Is that not beautiful? I mean, if that's not beautiful, hey, I'm in the wrong racket. Okay, that's perfect. Now, what we're gonna do finally, it's the most important, to really give risotto its signature creaminess and richness, is butter, about 2, maybe 3 tablespoons for this portion. We're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna put that right in. That's cubed. And of course, Parmesan Reggiano cheese. About a cup should be enough for this portion. Go ahead and take a look at that. That's a beautiful cheese right there. That goes right in on top of the butter, and the final thing to do would be to plate and see what we've created. Give ourselves a nice little shake there. And we're going to top that off by grating just a little bit more of the fresh Parmesan Reggiano right over the top, like so. And then you go over it with a little bit of fresh parsley, just for a garnish. Last but not least, get yourself a fork. Grab yourself a seat and dig in. Bon appetit. Delicious.